So I always get these things, they're called CX-33s. They're basically door relays, and they work really well with access control. And so the mode I use a lot with access control is 6. So on the left side you've got power, you've got 5 inputs, and then you've got 3 relay outputs. So your inputs can be set, you can program them to be normally open or normally closed, and then your relays can be set, they've got are physical, so normally open, common, normally closed. So when you've got an automatic door, you've got a button on the inside, button on the outside, easy enough. So you look at your door operator. Some door operators are really fancy and they've got all this CX stuff built in, and some of them don't. So this one doesn't. But what it does have is a jumper number 6. So what you want to find out is jumper number 6, these yellow wires are, when they short it out, when the connection's closed, it causes the opener to open the door. So every opener is different. You might have terminals or whatever, but you basically want to find these. And then the second thing you want to find is 12 or 24 volts power supply, which is pretty easy to find because we've got a 24 volt transformer here. So we just follow the wires. So these red wires are here. So that gives us power. And if you don't have it, then you can add a transformer, which is easy. And then we've got red, black, red, black. So these are our 2 inputs. So our buttons, basically. Now, sometimes you have 24 volts go into your buttons if they've got lights or whatever. But you've got the 2 buttons, which are, so the exterior button is wired into input 2, and the interior buttons wired to input 3, and input 1 is coming from our access control. And the reason is we've got, so 6 is access control mode. So if you've got an access control system, then we've got a door strike. So in this case, we've got a 24 volt door strike. So the door is always locked. It's going to be always locked. So when we unlock the door, and open the door from the inside, we want the CX-33 to know you press the inside button. And the reason is because then the CX-33 can unlock the strike. Now, the way we do that is we use relay number 1 to connect our strike, but we have to add power in the middle. And then we have our button. So when we press our button, unlocks the strike and opens the door. But notice outside button will not work. This will not unlock the door unless, so people, when they wire these buttons without a CX-33, they wire the button straight to the opener. So if the door is locked, what happens is you press the button and the opener will be pushing the door against the lock and holding it there until it gives up, which strains all of your hardware. So you don't want to do that. You want to have a CX-33. So now my button does nothing, absolutely nothing, unless the access control system unlocks the door. Then the strike unlocks, and then a user can either pull the door open with their hands, or they can use the button to push the door open, depending on whatever they want. So now in this case, we've wired it into an intercom system. So we call the intercom, someone can unlock the door. That sends a signal to the CX-33, and then the CX-33 unlocks the door, and then you can open the door. Any questions?